Well, today is January 30th, 2019, and today I'm headed to Chicago from Philadelphia International Airport. Going to work after 1 month and 3 weeks of vacation, various activities. I'm completely not motivated at all. I am not enthusiastic about work, but I have to go because having taken 1 month and 3 weeks vacation, you just become so redundant and reluctant to do anything. But I have to muscle up strength, energy, vitality, exuberance to get back to work, to get back in the swing of it. So, what can I do first? A nice breakfast will do. And then after the breakfast, go and board my flight, and then relax. I think the time to Chicago O'Hare International Airport is approximately 2 hours 30 minutes or so, most stops. Nevertheless, whatever it is, I've got to be on that flight. These are all travelers here, getting some breakfast, getting some energy. Yeah, I'm at gate E8 and my gate is E2. I've just passed it, but I'm just going down because I'm still waiting. We don't board until 5:05 a.m. The time right now here is, I don't really care. I've been sick, feeling sick since I returned from Africa. My health has been impaired by, the change of environment, weather, water, food, you just name it, just to name a few defects. But I came back really not well. It's been almost a week now. Diarrhea, or what they call dysentery, fever, and the logical thing to do is to go to the hospital to rule out all kinds of health skepticisms, medical skepticisms, I would say. But, time doesn't permit me to do such. Firstly, they'll ask me, have you been out of the country in the last 2 or 3 weeks? You say, yes, boom, they're going to quarantine you, probably, and screen you, especially when you say you're from Liberia. You didn't bring back any kind of Ebola or malaria virus with you. And those are all things that are necessary because some of our places are some of the depraved places health-wise on the face of the planet. Poor quality of life. Got dirt, trash, all kinds of filth all around. More than 5,000 mosquitoes, exaggeratingly, waiting to consume your blood and stuff like that, and in return transmit some of their detrimental viruses into you, So, people complaining that the white man, the American man, scrutinize them thoroughly, and we need to be scrutinized. we need to be regulated because we don't have the same lifestyle over there as here. Our government is some of the worst on the face of the earth. They got no heart for the people. There's nothing in place health-wise. safety-wise. So it's ridiculous. It is. So I think ignoramuses and idiots, nuts and ignorance will argue that our place is a safe environment. How can I be here for almost 18, 20, going on 20 years rather, and I never get malaria or fever? One day, whenever I travel to Liberia, I come back sick with malaria. Look at my lips. You see here? That's the fever blister. You see here? Now it's all in my nostril. It's even going away. That's why you see it look a little bit like it's healing off here. Since I've been in this country, I never experienced that kind of stuff. But the first time I went back to Africa, 2005, when I came back sick. My wife couldn't even recognize me. You know? She picked me up from the airport and I was sick for more than 2-3 months. Badly. Malaria, reduced, dehydrated. It was killing me. All right, after 2005, I got better and everything, lived. Then I decided to go back 2011. I went back 2011 and I came back and nearly passed out the ghosts because I came back very ill. Malaria, diarrhea, you just name it. Most of you saw my pictures and stuff like that, you know, sick. Okay. Fast forward again, I went back now in January 2019, my wife and I, both of us, after another 8 years, we came back sick, her and myself. You know, it's a pattern here. It just takes, we live very standardly, you know, 4-star hotel, quality food, air conditioned all day, 24 hours. We drank nothing but mineral water. But how malaria entered? I remember we went to a Tropicana beach to go and eat food, and we're on the beach. My wife's cousin, took us there for us to have meals. And I remember mosquitoes fainting around my legs, but I think I thought I brushed them off. That's the only time I remember mosquitoes, but not in my hotel room, in our hotel room, not even in the confines of our hotel. Not one sound of malaria. So we live a standardized, qualitative life during the period we're there. The guy laughing, yes sir. I'm documenting something here. Yeah, so I got sick. Where the mosquito came from and bit me, I don't know, but that's how I came back sick. I just got no strength yesterday. So I'm saying to say that our governments need to do better than they are doing. In fact, I don't think they're even beginning to do anything except stealing the country's monies and wealth and minerals. Use some to help your people. People die from malaria and typhoid fever and all kinds of diseases every day. I mean, what kind of poor quality of life is that in the 21st century? In modernization. It's a shame and a disgrace on Africa, especially and most especially Liberia, Monrovia, whose president now is George Mannen Weah, whose ex-president was Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, whose previous president was Charles Gangay Taylor and the rest of the ones that preceded him. It's unthinkable. We don't get sick here. I mean, we look at stupid diseases. People get sick with, diabetes, high blood pressure, other cancerous diseases, but things like malaria and polio, those things are things of the past, People don't even hear about those diseases these days because they are irrelevant. They don't exist. There are environmental safety measures in place.
Group D for Flight 860 reserves to Boston on gate E2.
You know?
Groups A, B, C, and D. A, B, C, and D are welcome aboard Flight 860 reserves to
All right,
Boston
I'm going to
on
pause here for now because I'm being called. I have just cleared my boarding pass, and I'm on my way to the flight. Yeah. So as I was saying, you know, we argue senselessly with people who try to expose the poor quality of life and the mess that's going on in Africa. Let me just be specific, in Liberia. And then we try to, sorry guys, it fell. And we try to ridicule them and discredit them. But the reports and findings are all factual, true. You know, how can you live in America and you don't have the kind of stupid diseases that we get when we go back to our own country, and then we want to say that the white man is trying to accuse us falsely? We're not being accused falsely. We're just some of the most useless people on the face of the earth. Useless governments that squander the country's wealth, pocket them and put them in their own use, and then the people live in penury and diseases and sicknesses, you know. And then we come over to the United States and life is different here. There are things in place. Yeah, corruption all over the world, but I mean, you come here and everybody is able to shop at the same mall, the same places that rich people shop. But look at the divide in Africa. How you doing, sir?
Good, how are you?
Great. This is the captain here. Wonderful, handsome
Flight
man.
attendant.
Oh, well, one day you'll be captain.
Good morning.
Okay, 7D. Yeah, so as I was saying, I'm so sorry, guys. You know, we blame the white man for everything. We mess up lives and useless lives. And then we want to put blames. And that's why they don't like me, because I speak the truth. You know, blame your own self. The white man doesn't live in your community, where your community is filthy, dirty, got all kinds of gang stuff going on. Blame yourself. Useless black people. And this documentary is being made. Sorry, sir.
No, you're fine.
Go ahead. It's like my bag wouldn't fit in there. Yeah, this documentary is being made to delineate with specificity the distorted reports circulated and proliferated by unscrupulous nincompoops. You know? So, my wife wouldn't like this because she likes for me to be private, but I like to speak the truth. People need to take responsibility for their own messed up lives instead of blaming it on others. And we black people, we are very, very first class people that do that. Pausing for now.